called as R. So R is a language which was developed by statisticians for statisticians. So if you would want to do any sort of statistical analysis, then R should be your go-to language. And also, this language is cross-platform independent. This would mean that irrespective of whatever operating system you have, you can easily run R on that particular system. And then we have Python. So Python is also an extremely versatile language, and this is one of the most popular languages when it comes to data science. And with the help of this, you can implement most of the machine learning algorithms, and you can also implement deep learning frameworks over here. And also, both of these languages provide a lot of different libraries for your purpose. So they provide more than 10,000 libraries combining. So if you would want to do data manipulation, you will have a library for that. If you would want to do data visualization, you will have a library for that. If you would want to implement ML algorithms, you will have a library for that. So whatever your purpose is, both of these languages would provide a library out of their hat. And also the best part about these two languages is their huge community. So let's say if you're working on a data science project and you're using either Python or R, and if you're stuck somewhere, then you can just tap into the community, ask your doubts, and you will easily be able to clarify or find the solutions for whatever problem you're facing. So let's actually see how can we download R and Python into our systems. So we'll start off with this language called as R. So I'll just write down download R. So here you would see this first link over here, download R 4.0.3 for Windows. So this will take you to this particular site, cran.r-project.org. And since R is cross-platform compatible, you can download it for any operating system you have. And since I have a Windows system, I am downloading R for Windows. So this is the latest version of R 4.0.3 for Windows. And when I click on this link, the download for R will automatically start. Now, after downloading R, I would need an IDE to work with R. So this is where I have an IDE called as RStudio. So I'll write down download RStudio. Again, you see this first link over here, download RStudio. So this is the site rstudio.com. You will go over here and you have these different versions, RStudio Desktop, RStudio Desktop Pro, Server Pro. We just need the RStudio Desktop free version. I will click on download over here. And since I have a Windows system, I'll click on download and the download will automatically start. And since I already have RStudio in my system, I'll just go ahead and cancel this. Now I'll quickly open RStudio and just show you guys how to work with this IDE. So this what you see is the RStudio IDE, and you have these 4 different panes over here. So this window which you see, cursor is currently pointing, this is known as the script window where you write all of your script. Then you have the console window where you execute the commands. Then you have these 3 different tabs over here. You have the environment window where you can see all of the different data which you have currently in your IDE. Then you have history where you can see all of the commands which you have currently executed till now. Then let's say if you'd want to import something, you can just click over here and you can be able to import whatever data set that you currently have. And as I've told you that these languages R and Python, both of them provide numerous libraries. So if you'd want to install a library, just click on install over here. Just write down the name of the library which you'd want to install. So let us say if I would want to install the ggplot2 library, I will just write down ggplot2 over here. I will select this, and when I click on install, the library will be automatically installed. Then you have this plots option where you can go ahead and create different types of plots. So this is a basic intro to R and RStudio. Now that we've got this, let's see how can we download the next important language for data science, which is Python. So Again, for this, what we'll need is we will need a distribution called as Anaconda. Now, before that, we would have to download Python as well. So just type in download Python over here and you will see this particular link. Download Python, python.org. Just click over here and this is the home page which you see. And this is the latest version of Python 3.9.0. And as I've told you, Python is also a cross-platform independent language. So you have Python for Windows, Linux, and Mac. And since I have a Windows system, I can just click on download Python 3.9.0 and the download will automatically start. And now after installing Python, you can go ahead and download a distribution called as Anaconda. So write down download Anaconda. Now Anaconda is basically a distribution which will provide you all of the toolkits for Python. So here click on products, select the individual edition. Now under individual edition, you will have this. Here you see this, your data science toolkit. So this is what Anaconda is. Click on download and you will go to the bottom page. So here you have three options. So you can download Anaconda for Windows, Mac and Linux. And since again I have a Windows system, I can just directly go ahead and download the 64-bit graphical installer and that will automatically install Anaconda into my system. So the advantage of Anaconda is since this is a toolkit, you don't have to individually install the additional libraries which are there in Python. So in Python, you have certain libraries such as Matplotlib, Pandas, and NumPy, which are essential for data science. So if you have this Anaconda distribution, these libraries come in pre-installed and you don't have to install them by yourself. Now this is just the distribution. So this distribution also provides you an IDE called as Jupyter Notebook. So Jupyter Notebook is a web-based IDE. Now to work with Jupyter Notebook, I'll just show you how it is done. So just type Anaconda, select Anaconda prompt over here. Now let this properly open up. Over here, type in Jupyter Notebook. Here you would have to keep in mind that it is Jupyter. I've hit enter. So I'm just waiting for the Jupyter Notebook to open up. So this is Jupyter Notebook, guys. So if you'd want to create a new notebook, just click on new, select Python 3. And over here, you have these different cells and this is where you will be running all of your Python commands. If you'd want to rename your Jupyter Notebook, just select over here. Just type new Jupyter Note, click on rename and you'll be able to rename this. This brings us to the end